All right, we're recording. What's going on? What's happening, y'all? Salute to the tribe. Hey, I got another one and a request from Malcolm. Brother Malcolm left a request for this video in the comments of one of the videos. I appreciate you, while also speaking, positivity, and let me know that the messages are really resonating. And that kind of feedback definitely helps you guys. That kind of feedback, I appreciate y'all participating in the comment section. I'm getting feedback, just straight up people just telling me about myself, or people just in there giving me actually great feedback, good stuff for the soul. And this is where and how I want to segue into the conversation about common sense, aka men's intuition. Look, this is something that you're born with. You fine tune it over the courses of the years, but it's not something that can be taught in school. It's not something that you can. I don't even think it's something you can observe from other people, because it's a rhythm with you. It's something that's very unique to each individual person. You can have somebody that's telling you, "Hey, listen, um, your street smarts, your common sense," because when people say like street smarts, man, they're really referring to your intuition, your intuitive nature to be able to navigate. And they say streets, they mean like rough areas without the need to be told how to do it. That's basically what it is, which is intuition, which is your common sense. It's all, different facets of the same thing. It's spiritual. And the more you're tuned in spiritually, or the stronger your spirit is, the more you're able to tap into this stuff. And honestly, it's really you just having the intuition enough to lean in to, and the confidence and God to lean into this intuition, because that's what it is. It's that voice in your head that tells you not to give up, you can do more. It's that voice in your head like, don't do that, don't go there. I just don't really feel right, So, and like I said, it's your body too. Your Depending on the area you're in, you can kind of get a feel for it and know this energy's off, right? It's you using every part of you, but it's an instinctive way of using these things. So it's not something that you really think about, and it's not something that you can. If you do start thinking about it, you're not going to probably be able to get it right. It's intuitive. It's natural. You know what I mean? It's raw. It's primal. Like a spidey sense. Especially when you're in a crowded area that is not the best in the world to be in. You're just gonna be surveying the area, checking for exits, and just having those intuitive nudges to, and the sense enough to be like, this is probably not a great play. It depends on the environment, right? But I'm talking about a shady area. You might end up there, whatever, for whatever reason, going to meet somebody there, or at a bar, club, whatever. And then normally maybe the energy is normal, but that night it's just off. You got some peculiar characters, in the place, and you just got that nudge to be like, it's time to go. Like this is what we're talking about. Some people don't have it at all. Situational awareness, right? A lot of this is intuitive. So street smarts, man, being able to use common sense, and um, having that it's also something that you have to keep with you. You can acquire this at a young age, and then you drop it as you get older because you got money or something. Like, nah, it's like it's something that you keep, and you build more over time. You get more, because as you see more, you see people that are street smart, they become more clever with it, and they start keeping a lot of it to themselves, and then they, over time, as a age, right? So it's definitely a skill. It's also a gift. It's mainly a gift, because I don't think it can be taught. Like the way that people know that they can help you refine it is like an elder or an older cat, older brother, an uncle, they can see it in you. Like the way you move, you'll be thinking things through. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you're going toward a situation, you'll probably be surveying the area or thinking about ways to maneuver it when no one else is. This is like street smarts. You know, this is just being able to tell when somebody's full of it. This is intuitive. You know what I mean? Energy's off. You got a friend that, like, for example, you got a friend, not even a friend, just an acquaintance of yours or somebody you know that's saying something like, let's say you're on your journey and you're getting yourself together, and you're working out, looking good. I mean, taking care of yourself, and this guy's not in the best shape, and he makes comments a lot like, "Yeah, man, this seems like these women want like broke dudes that's in the gym all the time." Maybe pretty boys. Like you just start putting like things together. Like, is he? You know what I mean? Like, is he saying that? Is he insinuating something? You put that stuff together and you realize like, and this is, and I'll tell you something. I want to segue it into this. Street smarts is what keeps you from having a bunch of friends. Let me tell you something. And the reason being is you're going to intuitively know the nature of men. What's the nature of men? To conquer, right? So men have different ways of doing it. Some men are bold, like you probably are, straightforward, ain't trying to conquer nobody but their dreams, goals, and ambitions. But some men get off on trying to conquer other people or compete with other people. So if you have a bigger circle of friends, then street smarts wise, that one or any of them or a couple or few of them could be hidden enemies. You know what I mean? So you're basically training your ops. You see it all the time. A lot of people that are, prominent and starting to, get themselves together and have an influence, they get betrayed by some person they thought was a friend. But your street smarts what's going to be like, I know when I have too many people around me, I can't really sense or have eyes on the people that are just there for some malicious intent. Right. And it's just with anything like, I don't have a degree or whatever, but this is street smarts, man. And it's so much more important than any book knowledge, because you're going to watch me rise all the way to the top, just following the obviously I was in the military, worked for the White House, stuff like that. But again, you got to think about that too, like getting in the military, applying for the White House job, going through that process, getting it over other people, and then getting the job. And then they give you a certain amount of time. You got to be a lead, meaning when you go to trip sites, you got to be the one telling people like, do this, go here, set this up, getting all the message traffic or whatnot. So it's a lot, it's a lot. But when you have that, just that natural nature, that street smarts, your intuition, because it's, people label it different things. A lot of women don't say street smarts. They'll normally say like women's intuition. It's the same thing. It's the ability to hone in and tap into something that you can't see, touch, or feel. You just know it's right. It's everything about you is like, I don't go there, or hey, this is a good investment. Or like when you're navigating through life, you can just you can notice little things, and you can pick up on little patterns of people. And when people are wearing their mask, when they're narcissists, you can see through the mask and you can see what they're really saying, like when they're trying to shade you or whatever, or talk around you, but they're talking crap towards you, but they'll try to mask it. You can see through it. You know what I mean? And your street smarts also going to give you the ability to counter, but do it in a real witty way, without it just being like real vulgar or crude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, I appreciate Malcolm, brother Malcolm, for the video request. Smash that like button. You know what I mean? And before I go, street smarts wise, when it comes to women, because I know that's what y'all really here for. That's what I'd be here for. Look, man, it's gonna be your nonchalantness when it comes to them, because you know that there's no need to get too worked up. I don't see what happens is your street smarts, your men's intuition lets you know that there's twice as many women as there is men. And if you look at things from the right perspective, meaning the data that's given to you, then you're looking at it worldwide. There's women that want good men, and a lot of them are asking for American men, Black American men specifically. And the only ones telling us that we aren't nothing is a bunch of the American media and the women that kind of fell for it, that are in America and maybe Europe. That's it. So that's a small circle or a small group in the big pond. A couple small puddles in a deep pond. You know what I mean? Or however that goes. You know what I'm talking about, right? So you don't get caught up in the illusions, is what I'm trying to say. That's what it is. The illusions of things, like things that aren't really there, but it's perceived to be something, but it's not. So you can see through things, and this allows you to navigate in a very smooth way, which you're really just following God. It's God just leading you everywhere. That's really what it is. Like street smarts for real. That's what it is to you. That's what's going on. And having that ability is something that's going to have a lot of people jealous, because a lot of people don't, they need to go to school for things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying they need to be told things that they probably should know, just like common sense stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like that street smarts, common sense, men's intuition, that it's all the same. You know, or you can think about it like those are just like three different facets of the same thing, because we don't need to be thinking so linear about everything, right? Like there's nuance, right? And things, they're more spiritual than anything else. And that's really what it is. You really tapped in, because your soul can't be lied to like that, right? It's eternal. It's seen it all. So if you can tap into your soul's energy and just allow it to kind of let people show themselves, right? There's, and then you ain't got to say nothing either. That's the best part. Like you can see them smile right back in their face and just know who they are and keep it to yourself. Because a lot of people love to think that they're fooling someone. Well, sometimes you got to play a fool, to play a fool. Yeah, sometimes you got to play a fool to play a fool. You know what I mean? So you guys keep that in mind. And when it comes to women, like I said, it's that nonchalantness. It's the knowing there's too many women out here to be worried about one individual or a couple individual women that aren't acting right. It's about knowing your worth. It's about knowing your worth. It's about being able to sense the surroundings and the energy of the atmosphere, like what's going on with the community and what women are looking for. And that women are looking for the kind of guy you are. Your street smarts to let you know that women are out here looking for your type of guy, because you're able to pick apart what they're saying whenever they're speaking online or speaking. Speaking in person. Like, I'm looking for a guy that's got this going on, and if he's not rich, he's on his way there, and he has this great potential, and he has these values, and he has this discipline where he's consistently showing up every day, so I ain't gotta question him. He's traditionally masculine. They always put in their work out. Listen, that eliminates a lot of guys that have money that think they have it together, but then they're like, well, I don't work out. And they're like, wait a minute, they're talking about potential, not money. Then they're thinking, oh, these women are going for broke guys. Because if you're not, all about your money, or have all your money, like super high in the moment, then you're just completely broke. But here's the thing about it. Women like what they like. You can't trick them into wanting a trick. So what happens is you have to, your street smarts lets you know when there's like a dude throwing shade at you, because he can tell that you get women and that you might be able to take his woman. So he's coming around you throwing shade and trying to brag about his money because he knows his money's, higher than yours or whatever. So, and that's what dudes do. Dudes always highlight what they have going for themselves and try to shade every other type, that archetype or whatever, that he doesn't have. Like it's the easiest way to take out his ops. It's just the way that men move. And that's what street smarts is, knowing the game, knowing how it's laid out, playing chess with it, moving strategically, and then having a certain finesse, riz, and swag about you to where women are just like, this dude is something different. Because let me tell you something, man. Man, it's 15 minutes. Oh, wait. Let me tell you something. When you got it together like you have it together, you're calm. And I'm going to tell you, calm is only a gift from God that's awarded to the strong. You know what I mean? That calm you have, it does something to women. It really does. And some of them will call it nonchalant, but it's deeper than that. But we'll talk about that in another video. I'm gonna drag us out. You guys smash that like button, subscribe, drop some comments, make some recommendations. Look, you see me making room with brother Malcolm's video request, so you guys do the same. Check in in the comment section, share the videos, support my growth. I'm not cussing. Support my growth. I'm dropping videos like crazy. Share them, support, subscribe, try to get as many subscribers as you can. I'm trying to get to 5K, you guys, ASAP. Let's make this happen. Okay, but I appreciate y'all. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.